Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, it's tremendous to be back out here with you again, taking a look at a game that I've loved since day one of early access. This is Ravenswatch, and it has just released into its 1.0 full version, and with it comes a new character, Carmilla. We're gonna jump in and check this character out. I have done one run as her, so I will put that out there as a disclaimer. I do not consider myself a Carmilla expert. I've played lots of Ravenswatch. I really like Melusine, the Siren. She's awesome. So let's see what we got going on here. This is the quest where we're going to earn vitality and then we'll restore health by doing this as well, which is interesting. When not in combat, defense grants stealth and can be held without consuming blood. Defense deals plus 40% damage. It's interesting. Hitting an enemy with the power held for at least 1 second to gain plus 0.5 damage. Alright, so we're going to kick things off with the defense, which is quite interesting. This is a bat swarm maneuver, and you can do damage in the form of bleed, where it's going to tick down. So that's interesting. She's also got this bloodshot power that can be charged up as well. We'll try that out in a moment. Just get oriented here. Okay, so that's cool. And then she's got this bite ability. Now, it looks much better in practice. So let's choose what we want to do. I think we're gonna go towards the eye, just to get a good feel right off the bat for what's going on the map. And then we'll figure out what we want to do from there. But as you can see, most of her attacks are going to help build up that blood bar. And then what we can do is either use the blood as a way to charge up those abilities and make them do even more damage, or we can go into her vampiric form, and during the day we're actually going to get 2 health back per second. And during the night... Oh, that's a really nice ability. During the night, our crit chance goes up by 30%, which is pretty outstanding too. Now, she's going to get the most blood when she goes in for that bite maneuver off the special. And I quite like that, because you can do it from a distance. And when she goes to get away, you're intangible for a second. So you've got that additional defensive. Okay, alright. Let's see what we got here. Special applies marked to bitten enemy for 4 seconds. Marked targets take plus 25% damage and spread this status to another nearby enemy when they die. Wow. Look at this. Attack deals plus 50% damage as bleed. It's a rare. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so I am leaning towards the chest, and I'll tell you why. Gosh, that is really cool that you can hold that down. We're gonna fight for that Grimoire book up there, and usually I like to be a little bit stronger before I go and do a Grimoire challenge, because I like to have success when I do those. So let's go down here and head towards this green treasure. Is that a little bit of wasted time? Yeah, it is. It is. And you don't want to waste time in Ravenswatch, because every second counts. I mean, I have in the past been able to get an extra level up with seconds to spare. So you gotta value your time. Yeah, that is super solid. Okay. Now, she seems like a little bit of a glass cannon at times. You know, you kind of want to get in and get out with her. Which I don't mind at all. We're going to go ahead and transform here. You do get a speed boost in addition to the higher crit chance on your attacks, but boy, I'm really liking this so far. Healing orbs grant strength for 4 seconds, +1 reroll. When taking damage, getting 18 shield at most every 30 seconds. Yeah, you know, or we could just reroll and hope for something better. Getting +1 damage per 150 dream shards. Deal +15% damage to bosses. Alright, I am going to reroll this one more time. And we're going to just reduce the prices. That's not terrible. But yes, I also expected a little bit better, but that's okay. I like this swarm of bats where you're doing 30 damage as bleed, where it's just going to tick down slowly. Okay. But I do think this is a character where you get in and get out a little bit more. You know, you're constantly fading in and out of danger because you've got to get a little bit closer to do damage with a lot of her moves. I guess you can avoid it if you play your cards right. A lot of this game is timing and picking your moment. With a character like Melusine, you know, you've got well, you've got a lot more ability to just stay out of the way of basically everything. Let's go ahead and bite these guys. Yeah, that's pretty outstanding. Now, if you're new to the game, Ravenswatch is kind of like playing a 60-hour game of Diablo in, you know, 40 minutes. You've got a little bit of time to get stronger, and then when time runs out, they're going to have you fight a boss, and you're just going to keep building up power over time and going into different biomes if you're successful against the boss, the nightmare at the end of the stage. So if you look down at the right, underneath our map, you're going to see that we've got 13 minutes left. And so far, we're doing okay. You know, ideally, we make it to level 4 by the end of this area, and I'll feel okay. There we go, level 3. After consuming health for at least 1 second to fuel an ability, gain regeneration +3, or... ooh, distance covered before specials bite increases its crit chance up to 60%. Yes. Now nothing shall keep me from wow. Okay, and we got a chest right up there. Who's excited? Come, creature. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this update for quite some time. The same buddy that I've been playing Gears 5 with on Friday nights, and we were playing Ravenswatch for a while, and we just got to the point where, you know, it was time to let the devs cook for a little bit longer, and we had seen everything we kind of wanted to see, and you know, now they've got a proper, true ending and final boss. So you're not, you know, ending up in a screen that says, "Hey, thanks for playing. The princess is in another castle for right now, and also the castle doesn't exist because we're still cooking." It's totally understandable, you know, it's early access. All right, armor +2 for each common magical object. I don't love it. +1 damage for each 10 vitality. We'll probably do that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. And I like that now we have a HUD that shows off what those capabilities are putting on offer for you. You know, how those are triggering. That is definitely new as far as I know. Don't remember that. Oh man, that's nasty. Okay. Well, let's grab those, and I guess we'll keep making our way. We've got 11 minutes to... Oh, we do not want to get grabbed by this guy if we can avoid it. I'm going to go ahead and change forms here. We're going to give some health back if we can. That's going to, of course, help with that additional speed, too, in staying out of this guy's get over here capability. I know, yet another reminder that I need to get to MK1. I know. So many games. So many great games to play. Oh, that is always a bummer to get hit by, I gotta tell you. You know, even if you don't charge the blood bomb, it's still pretty nifty. Okay. Let's do it, Carmilla. Wonderful. Okay, you know what? Let's grab this, of course, while we're down here. And we're gonna head up towards the yellow eye, which is even stronger than the green. It should light up even more of the available areas for us, which is great. And, you know, we're gonna charge up this blood bomb this time. Okay, love it. Speaking of charging up the blood bomb, let's do that again. See, she's pretty good, isn't she? Just had to play with her a couple of times and, you know, get the hang of kind of the approach for the character. And I would tell you that for me, that's true of all the characters, you know, kind of getting a feel for how you want to approach hordes with them. You know, they all kind of have their different style, which is another great thing about this game. They all play so differently. A really nice variety. More recently, I found myself toying around with Little Red Riding Hood. And she can be a lot of fun to play as well. But I never really got the hang of her until recently. And it feels good to get strong in this game and take out big hordes. You know, there's just something about it. Now let's grab this if we can sneak in here. No, they're not gonna let us. Which is fine, I understand. This is, what is the eye over here too? Must be. So we got a chest and an eye, like basically on top of each other, which is interesting. How do we get in here? There we go, there it is. All right. We got some big guys out here. All right, so let's try not to die. If we do, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes that happens in the beginning because you're still in the process of building up power. Okay, well, I was kind of hoping that we'd grab some health. Oh! I was just gonna switch forms too, so we could start getting some health back. Alright. See if we can take this dude out. Come on, there we go. Alright, so there's our level up. We made it to level 4 like I wanted to. Consuming blood to fuel power gradually increases its damage up to 40% after 3 seconds of holding. Special applies mark to bitten. Right, so we looked at that. That is interesting. I like both of these, actually. So let's do that. We've been using the power on the blood bomb a little bit here and there. Okay. Now, the other thing that's nice about these eyes is that they're worth a lot of experience. And that was something I always used to discount, like, I'm not too worried about the eye, you know, I'll figure out what's what in the area. We'll figure out where stuff is. We'll just kind of, you know, walk around. Yeah, it comes with that additional benefit of a lot of experience. All right, so did we mark that guy? Is that, did that happen for us? All right, well, we didn't mark him because he died. Oh, we want to take that out. You know what? We didn't get the mark thing. We got this instead. That's right. Pay attention, goat. Come on. See, it's the fact that it's later in the day and I don't have the coffee flowing. You gotta admit, that's pretty outstanding. All right, yellow chest, let's go. Special deals plus 20% damage, so that would be our bite. Power deals plus 20% damage. I think that's what we want. And let's rock right into this max health increase if we can, right? Nice. Should we see if we can circle back to this Grimoire?
I wonder what they look like.
Oh man. That bite is super solid. Wow. It's interesting that she's got control over that blood ball. I mean, it's very strong as it is, but you know, if you're going up against a stronger group, you can really tear into them with that. All right. Speaking of, looks like it's going to be Grimoire time in a moment here, and we got about 4 minutes left. I think we can rock into this. Now, whether we have success or not, that's another question. We're gonna try though. So again, for newcomers, the Grimoire sections are timed events where you have to take out all these guys. Come on, can we get the blood ball? All right. It's gonna be close. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. All right, that worked out really well. Plus 2 stars of fate for the rerolls, dream shards for the Sandman store, or just damage plus 6. Yeah, considering we've got 193 shards already, we're gonna go damage plus 6, and we're gonna warp real quick here. I'm just trying to decide where we want to warp to, because we could. In theory, we could come over here, walk across to here, knock out this dream crystal, and then warp back to the Sandman, all in time to get some goodies at the store. That's the plan. Whether it works out that way or not, you know, sometimes Ravenswatch has some tricks up its sleeve, and you go, boy, you got us. You got us this time, and that's okay. That's all right. We'll be flexible. But you know what? We're just going to get right through here, aren't we? Wow, a one-hitter. Oh. Oh, man. Love to see it. All right, we're trapped. We're trapped. Can we shoot a blood ball? Yes.
Such delightful sport. Such little effort.
You know, she really does get her blood bar back pretty fast. Oh, wow. Did we just rock right into level 5? Okay, so we've opened up the ultimate ability, Impalement. Consume all blood to launch a series of blood spikes erupting from the ground in front, dealing damage to enemies past. Pretty cool. Hey, cheers to you. Let's grab a sip here. If you're having a good time out there, do me a favor, hit that like button. It'll help others see this video and learn about the game. And of course, that's a good thing. These guys worked really hard on this game. I hope it sells well. At 1.0, I think it's probably already sold well throughout early access. It's just a glorious game. And on the subject of this dev group, if you have not played their previous game, Curse of the Dead Gods, I can't recommend it enough. It's tremendous. Think of a slightly more difficult Hades. The really neat lighting system. You gotta worry about light and dark. I think they took a lot of the things they learned when making that game and incorporated them into Ravenswatch. I mean, look at the art. You know, it's beautiful. Alright, let's get in there. Glorious. We got 1 minute left. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this dude out. And then we are going to warp back and spend our shards. And then we're going to prepare for the nightmare.
So messy.
It is always a joy to be graced with your presence.
Oh, thanks for saying so. Alright. Attack deals plus 60% damage as bleed. I mean, we're just using it so often, you know? I'm thinking one over here.
Indeed, I admire.
And I am thinking one over here. And what do we got left? 195. You know, I'm thinking
Most
that as well. And let's see, heal all the way. We're already good there. Relearn all talents. No. Okay.
May fortune follow in your footsteps.
Folks, we're ready. We're ready. Oh man, 403. What a time. I'm just having fun out here. Just getting warmed up for the big match, that's all. Wow. You like how she goes intangible when she gets out of there? It's a nice touch.
Show yourselves, my darlings.
It's nice because she's jumping right into danger. Okay, so again, for the folks that are uninitiated, this is the first nightmare. And what we're trying to do is to weaken it. And once we take out all these evil tendrils, it's going to go into a stunned state where it will take a ton of extra damage. Out in the middle there. That's when we'll fire off our ultimate ability as well. That's why I'm holding on to our entire blood bar here. Okay. Let's pop that off. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Okay, yeah, so, you know, we took down 3/4 of the boss's health. So in theory, we just got to do this one more time. And then, I don't know, we should be ready to rock. Now that was bad because I warped right into the area to take a bite when that AoE was kicking off. So, my timing was not great. Once those raven feathers are gone, so is your run. But every time you're coming in, you're earning experience with the character, and as you level up the character, you're going to open up new abilities that you can open up in runs going forward. And I'll tell you, since I'm brand new to Carmilla, I'm very interested in leveling her up. So this is good. This is good. I'm glad you're along for the ride. My buddy and I intend to try and finish Ravenswatch on Friday. We're gonna take a break from Gears of War 5 and dive back in, and I think I might try to go Carmilla for at least one of our runs. Alright, so that's the end of the first chapter. We're going to keep going here. Cheers to you. I'm out here with a grape spindrift, and I gotta tell you, I like these in the evening.
How delightful.
Okay, so we've got 51 shards, which, you know, really isn't enough to do anything at this point, but I think what we're gonna do is head east, and then we'll kind of, you know, move up this corridor and just kind of wrap around and see what we can see out there. This is definitely a tougher area, so we'll have to see how we do. I do think we've got a really good build going. That has not changed. Alright, let's go super mode and get some health back right quick. We'll go grab these shards while we're in the area too. Alright, it's time to go blood bomb. Perfect. What we need is some health again. Okay. Perfect. My brother has a Steam Deck, and, you know, I told him, keep this game on your radar screen. And he hasn't gotten around to it yet. So he reached out earlier and he said, hey, that game Ravenswatch, you were telling me that's good, right? I said, yes I was, and you should absolutely play it. Get after it. So I think he's probably going to be jumping in here too. Okay. It's got to be a crummy way to be woke up, right? Alright, do we want to do the Grimoire?
Raising my own company. What's a few
And we could, because we launch it and then we launch our ultimate. Right? Not too bad. That's what we need to do. Oh, dang it. Alright, that's okay. It's okay. We got plenty of feathers. We got 20 seconds. Oh, they're gonna spin. Oh, wow. These guys are tough. See, now, I mentioned that I play a lot as Melusine, the Siren. And I've got her, I believe, up to level 8. And so when I get in there and start opening up abilities, you know, you see a lot of cool stuff popping. And I would think, in addition to just becoming better with this character, by virtue of, you know, opening up additional abilities, be a little bit stronger with her that way as well.
a nightmare house.
But so far, I think Carmilla's really cool. All right, we're not gonna go up against that tendril. Want to get that before it hatches. Well, you know, guess we're not gonna luck into that.
Such feeble resistance only adds to
Now the Phoenix is extremely tough. Oh, wow. Okay, score one for the goat, right? That's a tough encounter with those guys. I go back and forth on, you know, how this game plays easier. Is it solo? Is it multiplayer? You know, I think overall it's a little bit easier with a friend. You know, the key difference being that you're having to share the feathers, right? So in theory, you're burning through them faster. Oh, wow. It's okay. It's okay. We're earning a lot of experience.
my hunger.
Those crabs are tough, you know, regardless of who you go in with. It takes forever and a day to stun them and knock them over, you know, get them to the point where you can actually start doing some real damage. But they're worth a fair amount of experience. That's the other side of it. All right, well, they're probably hiding something in there. Ooh, that's great. Critical hits deal plus 40% damage on enemies affected by bleed, which is basically all of them, right? I mean, this is cool, too. I like that there's all these different ways to morph the powers ability. Let's do this. Outstanding. I don't know what leashed means. But that dude definitely disappeared. Alright, what are they hiding over here? Oh! Alright, you know what? Let's pop this off then if they're gonna play like that. Wow. Alright, last feather, folks. Let's make it count. Build up a little bit more experience. And if you are a Ravenswatch veteran and you've been playing for a while, I'd love to hear about who your favorite character is in the comments and why. I mean, I like them all, you know. It really depends on the day and kind of how I'm feeling and how I want to go about getting in there. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's get our bite. Wonderful. And if you're wondering, hey Goat, how did you open this character up?
It's more entertaining.
You know, if you go to the challenges section where they line up the different things that you can do in the game, it's in one of the tabs in the menu. I think there's 3 or 4 characters that you just have to, and you only pick one. You know, you just have to pick one. You have to get through that first chapter with one of them,
The air is
and then she'll open up for you.
echoed with our final dance.
Okay, let's send out a blood ball to do our bidding. I think there's a really nice interplay between the bite and the blood ball. Yeah, and I think if I played more with her, which I intend to, I think I'd find out that, you know, you really want to switch back and forth from the bite and the blood ball, and then managing your health a little bit better than I did today by using that vampiric form during the day. That's my guess. Yeah, see, that crab went down real fast. That was a nice little encounter there. And now we're full on blood. We'll get this going. Yeah, I think that's a nice little combo. And then low on health, you pop into that form, you get some health back, and you keep doing your thing. These guys really are jerks, I have to say. If you know, you know. And if there's anything you're learning from this video, it's that these guys are jerks. See, they're all cool and everything, and then they just decide to get pissed off and start slicing. It's a little bit of a thing. I think her defensive is really interesting too, where you're, you know, kind of escaping, and you can make the escape longer, But then at some point, unless you've modified, see, you're going to burn through your blood. Very, very interesting character. Alright, oops. Oh, man. Yeah, we got a Phoenix in the area. They are tough. But this one is going down. I was kind of hoping for a level up because then we'd get all our health back. But this is a good way to do it too, right? Wait, who's making all the projectiles out here? Doggone it. Oh, it's this guy. What is that, a Jinn? He looks new. That looks like a new enemy. Boy, I like the art on him. Yeah, he is new. Let's see if we can extinguish him before we lose out on our health here. Is it nighttime? It must be. We're not getting health back anymore. All right, bummer. Oh! There it is, folks. Ravenswatch. Okay. I think that was a fair showing considering that it's my second time playing as her. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Let's see what we got here. Did we level up? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, okay. Good. Alright, so we've got some new talents. Blood Reserve. Increase maximum blood reserve by 20%. That's cool. And then Aggressive Flock. During defense, Carmilla casts a bat every 0.5 seconds that seeks out nearby enemies and pierces through them, dealing 10 damage. I'm telling you, the more you play, the cooler the abilities get. And it just gives you a chance to, you know, well, a reason to keep wanting to come back, you know, and building up. And I think, folks, that's probably exactly what's going to happen. So I'll tell you what, let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together. We'll play a roguelike or a roguelite because that's what we do every time on this channel because, well, they're the best. And you're the best. I can't thank you enough for all the support lately. I don't know if you know, if you've been here for a minute, we have grown a little bit over the past week and a half or so. Love the enthusiasm for the Lucky Tower series. I'm glad you're enjoying those. If you're sitting there saying, what is Lucky Tower? It's a wonderful game. You should check it out. We have a series of 18 videos at this point, something like that. You'll have a great time with it. And if you want more Ravenswatch, we've got a ton of that too. In fact, I'll pop a playlist up there. Grab yourself 24 coffees, tuck in, and just hit play all. See what happens. Get crazy with it. You'll learn all you need to know about Ravenswatch. All right. You have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Take care.